I believe it's easy to make money in the market. That's especially true in the good years, and most years are good years. The challenge, the real skill, is to make money with the risk under control, so that if it turns out to be a bad year, instead, you won't do too badly. Randomness or luck is every place in our business. You're not dealing with physical laws like in physics or in engineering. You're dealing with, in large part, people. I mean, what are markets? It's a collection of people. How is history made? Through the actions of people. And the world is governed through the actions of people. So processes which are basically built around people can't be predicted. The physicist Richard Feynman once said that physics would be much harder if electrons had feelings. People have feelings, and so their behavior is unpredictable. Randomness plays a very big part. Thanks to randomness, a good decision doesn't always work, and a bad decision doesn't always fail. The first book I read when I got to Wharton 61 years ago was Decision Making Under Uncertainty in Oil and Gas. And the greatest lesson I remember learning from that book is that you can't tell the quality of a decision from the outcome. Now, this is a concept that many, many people wouldn't get. Well, of course you can. But if you think about how random the world is, you know that in the short run, randomness alone can produce just about any outcome. One of the things I say, the ingredients in success are aggressiveness, timing, and skill. And if you have enough aggressiveness at the right time, you don't need much skill. Now, that can make you right once or twice, but to be right repeatedly over an entire career, now you're talking about skill. I'm not involved in the stock market directly. Most of Oaktree's activities are in the credit market, but I think the stock market is a good barometer because it's very obvious. We get a reading in the stock market every day. We don't get frequent readings in the credit market, and in private credit, we never get readings. It all takes place behind closed doors. So I take the stock market, and particularly the S&P 500 stock index in the US, as a very good indicator of what's going on in psychology. Sound risk management, first of all, importantly, is not risk avoidance. Risk avoidance usually results in return avoidance. If you want to make a good return, you have to take risk. I put out a memo on the subject, and I said, if you want to make money, you have to take risk, but you should not expect to make money just for taking risk. You have to do it skillfully. So there is a process that I call the intelligent bearing of risk for profit. And we try to engage in that. It has to be risk you're aware of, risk you can analyze, risk you can diversify, and risk you're highly paid to take. If those four necessities are satisfied, then it pays to take risk.